Thank you very much, Itadori, he said. No problem. Make an effort to get along with your father, too, okay? Perhaps their farewell had lasted a few minutes, perhaps half an hour. But after this exchange at the side of the road, Kairi bowed one last time to Itadori and finally disappeared inside his house. This time, he wasn't alone. His mother was by his side. Watching the two of them depart, Itadori felt a strange sensation, as if he was suffocating inside, as if he might cry. But he was just saying goodbye to someone he had saved. When they were out of sight, he looked at the side of the road, where something the size of a beach ball was rolling around. Why, you. But Itadori immediately dropped his sudden alarm. The demon, already on the verge of death, looked at Itadori with its eyeless face. The stitches slowly came undone, and its lips parted. Kairi is truly home now. When Itadori spoke, the demon's shoulders shuddered. Then, with its face that was all mouths, the demon smiled broadly and vanished. Serenity enveloped the street. Now that it didn't have the tumult of a fight, a mother and child caught up in trouble, or a lurking demon. I think it was his grandmother, Itadori decided. He didn't have any proof, but if it was true, Itadori thought, she must have been a cool grandma. He thought her love and worry for Kairi must have outweighed all else. I need to be sure I don't make Grandpa worry either. He had decided on his own reason to fight. He hadn't forgotten his grandfather's final words. Now he could help many more people, and there was no time to waste. With these thoughts, Itadori turned and started walking down the nighttime street. No, not just my grandfather. Itadori was recalling his own death. How had Fushiguro felt when it happened? Had Kugisaki been sad? It certainly couldn't have been a good feeling. Itadori knew that all too well. I need to go home now, too. He would show everyone he was all right. With a bright laugh, he'd say that there's no need to worry. This time, he would be stronger, and he would do more. As his resolve firmed, Itadori's feet turned toward home. Sometimes a detour leads you back to your rightful place. Itadori's long, long walk had finally ended. And with that, so has our novel. That was the final section, section 8 of chapter 5, Illusory Trek to the Guardian Demon. And it was such a beautiful way to end the book. A few of my thoughts on this final section. The dynamic between Yuji and the demon is so interesting. The fact that instead of hitting it again, he just let it know that Kairi's home now. He reassured it instead of killing it, because that's how you unravel a curse. Killing a curse doesn't fix the problem. I also thought it was kind of cool that it made him think of his grandpa, because Yuji assumed that the curse, or the spirit attached to the curse, was his grandma, the cool one. Even though it was attached to a curse, even though it was attached to a demon, it was still the cool grandma. And he walks away thinking, I can't allow that to happen to Gramps. This kid is so aware of where curses come from. He knows exactly what the suffering he has gone through tastes like, and that's why he faces Sukuna with such pride. Man, that is beautiful. And it doesn't end there. Another thought Yuji has as he's walking away is, shit, I wonder what Megumi and Kugisaki felt when I died. I wonder how close I was to becoming a curse for their suffering. That is, knowing what we know now, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So, in conclusion, do I think that the novel is good? Yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I think that it's fantastic. And I think that it fleshes out the characters in a way that I didn't even know was possible before reading this. Because the truth is, I read Harry Potter, I read Lord of the Rings, I read Twilight. I read all of these things before they had an appearance on screen. Like before they took physical form. So when Harry Potter got cast, I looked at him and I said, that's not what you look like. But with this, I've never gone in having the context of dialogue in mild narration, plus an anime format, being my foundation for what happens in the novel. And essentially, like in the summary for the second novel, it basically says that it's a collection of short stories. So that's kind of how I've been reading it too. It doesn't say that on the summary for the first novel, which it should. I think that these little snippets of time, especially since they occur in between events that we see. For example, Yuji being dead. We know when Yuji's dead. We see what Megumi and Nobara are doing then. But we don't know what Yuji's doing. I think, personally, in my humble opinion, do indeed believe that these would make perfect OVAs. They would make perfect OVAs. Originally, I thought maybe something like a Juju Stroll would suffice. Not it. Nope. Because I want to see that whole fight between Nanami and Gojo and the curse doll maker happen. And it's not just that I want to see the cool fight and, a little bit more of Nanami while we got him. But I also think that piece of information that we get about what Shoko can and can't heal, it's kind of cool, a little bit relevant, maybe important. It's also cool to see a little bit of Gojo, too. And by the way, congratulations, everyone. Welcome back, Sensei. It's nice to see you. Been a while, actually. 19 days in manga. 19 days in manga. Felt like an eternity IRL. Hikari was right. That thing's a time machine. Anyway, I want to, in final conclusion, thank you guys. Thank you all for listening. Thank you for being lazy and not reading, or even reading along, or just listening to my voice. That's cool too. Seriously, I appreciate y'all. And I believe Volume 2 showed up on my doorstep today, so look forward to those videos next. See you there.